Well, welcome to Farming Smarter. This might be one of the last plot shots of the year, but we'll see. We like to do crazy things out here in the winter, and it feels just about like a winter day. I mean, it's late fall, we're mid-October now, and we're out here at our cover crop trials, and we're just collecting the last little bit of data from these trials. Obviously, one of the most interesting and important part of this trial is the cover crops themselves. So behind me, Carlo is already working on collecting some of the biomass. You can see we've got some nice dark green, robust fall rye and winter pea in this plot. So this is the kind of our star treatment over the 4 years. This is where we've seen the most vigorous and robust fall growth. We'll take a tour and look at some of the other cover crops. We haven't got quite the growth in those plots, but you'll see where that's at. So we're going to collect some key data here in the fall. We've already gone over and done some heights and done some plant counts. We've also taken some Canopio data, and that's measuring the amount of total coverage to each plot. And so now we're just getting the last little bit of quantitative data for the fall. And this is our last of 4 years of this trial. So we're going to put all this together, and this entire site is going to get seeded to wheat in the spring. And then we're going to see kind of what happens and see if we can extend this maybe another 4 years, learn from some of the things that we've seen here. And obviously there's a few deficiencies in a few areas where I think we can improve. This was a dry land study, and then one of the big challenges has always been getting the fall moisture. So you can see just how dry this is here. We've had a really dry fall. Fortunately, we had some good moisture in the September or August, actually, right after we harvested this. We were able to go in and get this crop established. So let's come check out the other couple of crops here. So this was our other pea plot this year. You can see these are just volunteers that are kind of coming up. And then this is our next cover crop. Well, this is supposed to be a cover crop. This is one we've struggled with, and a lot of the other sites have struggled with establishing too. It's really hard to establish a fall clover, just given our limited precipitation. We scratched it in, we tried to put some water on, and over the all 4 years, we really just haven't had good luck with this crop. And fortunately, we're not the only ones. I think there's some other strategies, maybe seeding with the seed, maybe interseeding. But I think as a cover crop, I don't think there's clovers going to work here in southern Alberta, at least in our dry land in southern Alberta. So we've got another blank one there. Our next cover crop is our lentils. So you can see we've got really nice growth in these lentils. These are probably the biggest we've had. They're usually just a little bit smaller, but overall quite happy with the amount of lentils we've seen come up. These will terminate themselves after our next kind of big killing frost. But we have good weather in the forecast. We've had a few, -4s, but not too late here. I don't think things have quite killed off as much as we thought. Our final cover crop is a driller radish. Different brand from the tillage radish. So we had this established in August, and actually because of the, obviously it's not a green bridge, but like an insect bridge almost, you get those late flushes of some insect populations, and this came up beautifully, and then it was just decimated, and I think the flea beetles just came in. It was something we didn't remember to seed treat, and just kind of one of the consequences of trying to establish a brassica species late in the fall. So we reseeded it. It is coming up decent. It's been munched on a little bit, and this is one that's kind of just starting to get hurt by the frost here. So you can see that, I think in an irrigated system, I've seen this driller radish or tillage radish work really well. And we'll see what the potential here is under these crops. So tune in again in maybe the springtime, or maybe we'll come out here in the winter. There's some really cool effects from all the different stubble treatments, and you can see where the snow sticks around and where it doesn't when we get those snowfalls and Chinook winds and things like that.